All right, hello and welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. And today we have some special guests from Private Jewels Fitness. We got owner Alex Sepulveda, and we got the champ, Zach Calmus, here with us. How are you guys doing?
We are doing great here, alive and kicking. Woo!
Yeah, definitely a lot going on. There's a lot going on over there. You got a lot happening as far as fighters doing big things, traveling and all that. Just quickly, can you just give us an update of everything that's been going that you guys have been up to the past 2 months?
Woo! Well, Private Jewels been extremely active actually since whole pandemic been going on since COVID-19 started, and we still live and kicking. And the only thing I need to say is like thanks to God, that graced us with all these opportunities. Zach being one of them, he's in the line here with us. He's moving into bigger and better things as well. He had a great pro win a couple months back. He's going for another fight in the next couple of days in Florida, and then he's also just got called for bare knuckle boxing. He's gonna be one of the first New England bare knuckle boxers here in New England, and that's a big accomplishment. And I'm really proud of him. He's one of my athletes that is doing really well here at Private Jewels Fitness. We have all the fighters like Inicio is also fighting in Florida. We also have Augustine also fighting in Florida.
Me
We've
too.
been fighting all over the United States and also different parts of the country like Mexico, Argentina, Colombia. So we've been all around. Keeping a country. I mean, our New England standing number one. We keep being representative out there for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Now Zach.
Let's not forget about Cheetah.
Yeah.
Cheetah right now is in Spain. She's part of the Olympic team. She just won bronze medal. She's gonna keep going for the Olympics. Keep going. Actually, this summer coming up. Right now, she's in Spain. She was in Bulgaria. She just plays amazing. Now she's back in Spain to do another fight out there. So we have fighters all over the country representing Private Jewels Fitness in a really, really high level.
Yeah, Zach. Last time we talked, you was coming off your victory. We talked about that. Now getting ready for bare knuckles and some other fights. Just talk about everything with you. Since that fight, your first pro fight.
Well, the first pro fight was it lasted one round. We trained extremely hard. I feel as though we overtrained, and that's definitely a better position to be than undertrained. And with Alex, you're always going to be overtrained. You're going to be overtrained. If anything, we joked around before that we should go to the ring with our briefcase because we're always ready to fight. I will wake up ready to fight. I'm fighting in Florida next week on short notice. I took a fight versus a guy who's 6'4", who was nationally ranked around the same place the year after that I was nationally ranked as amateurs. So I'm going down there. I'm not just taking easy fights, and I'm just taking the fights that I feel are right. They're going to put me on the next level. So, I don't want to take any downtime because there's not a minute to waste. You can't waste time. If you waste time, you're wasting money. And I don't want neither of that to happen for me or anyone around me. So I'm going to fight next week in Florida. And I'm looking for a tough fight in my opponent. And he's from Ohio. And that's going to be a great fight. You know what I mean? So I'm leaving tomorrow from Logan. I'm leaving from Logan. And, when you do something like that, you're prepared to put it on the line to bring home the win.
Yeah, definitely. And now, Alex, you got so many guys you're putting out so many guys and stuff. Just describe how you getting them prepared for all this, because there is certain restrictions happening with the pandemic and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's stuff that you would like to do but you can't because restriction wise. Just talk about how you're getting them ready for these fights. Even talk about this one, the last minute scheduled fight. Just talk about how the preparation amidst this pandemic.
I move furniture. I move furniture, and every day I work out. Every day I work out 7 to 12 hours, moving pianos and tables, ladders. I move full houses So I'm moving full trucks of furniture. I'm getting a crazy workout, CrossFit, doing that. And like right after I get off this interview, I'm gonna go jump in Good Harbor. I'm gonna go jump in the ocean and go for a swim so I can cool out, you know what I mean, and all my muscles before I get on a plane. So it's just a lot of preparation.
So so like Zach just said, you know, we do have a lot of fighters. Each fighter has a customized training a workout training thing. Everybody's different. I have fighters that come here in the morning, Zach being one of them, fighters that come at night, fighters that, you know, do split workouts. Um, Sparring is one of the biggest thing because there's not a lot of boxing gyms around here. So, you know, me as a coach, we need to find ways to keep our fighters active, you know, with sparring, things like that. So we always have to go through all the states. We always have to travel over an hour, hour and a half. The commitment, the dedication that these, you know, my fighters have and I do have, we merge together where we're gonna make this happen. I only work with people that really want it. I don't really have time here to waste. All my fighters that I have are all elite and they're in a different level, and they're in that level because they work hard and they hungry and they want it. And that's how I am. I'm hungry, I want it, and I want it all. So if I have fighters that have the same mentality with me, guess what? We are gonna take it. And you know, we are taking it. We're taking it in different states. We're making a big statement. Not just being managers, being promoters, in a whole different level now. Right now we have, you know, apex fighters that, you know, getting, you know, big time fighters, big time fights, and we're just moving forward. We just, you know, we're not gonna stop, even if this COVID-19 want us to stop, but we don't rest. We're restless, and being restless is get you where you want to be. And I'm gonna be hungry. I started hungry 7 years ago with this gym. We've been here now for 7. We're gonna go for 8 really soon in the next couple months, and it's not looking like we ain't gonna go nowhere. It looks like we're just gonna keep upselling to the next level. We got gyms right now that we just opened in Argentina. We got gyms in Mexico. We're in the middle opening another gym in Puerto Rico. So we are just networking and spreading our wings. And Private Juice Fitness is just, how can I say this? It's kind of like a little franchise. So now we kind of like a little boxing franchise. We got gyms all around different countries, and it's just working so our behalf to help athletes reach their dream. You know, this is a gym that if you want to be a world champion, guess what? It could happen, but it takes 100% up to you to get there. And you have a great team here. You got me, you got Patty. Patty, whew, she's like my right hand, and then she's another amazing coach. She helps me a lot with all my pros and other fighters. She couldn't be here today because she's a little busy, you know, setting everything up for all our fighters that are going down to Florida to fight. And she's such an amazing person. We wouldn't be in the next level where we are if it wasn't for her help as well. Other people, like I want to say thank as well, is like Nettie. Nettie's my other partner in another country in Mexico where we do events, and we have another gym out there. And we just keep working. We just have a team right now, and the team is finally working together where we are getting where we want to get, and especially from an athlete and Zach, the Cobra Shark, woo, being one of them.
It's you know, you guys are doing all this traveling and stuff. Can you what is you know, what's kind of the protocol for your fighters? Are you guys getting tested when you land at your destination before you leave, and when you land, are you guys getting tested each time? Can you just talk about a little about that, just, you know, as far as the testing for COVID and all that, as you guys are doing these traveling to other states and countries?
Protocol is a number one. It's a number one thing. Me as a coach, the number one thing as a coach is my athlete safety. As long as my athletes are safe, we are going 100% of anything that we're doing. I'm actually really surprised, like when we go to Mexico, how Mexico is really in top of the COVID-19 protocols. really on top of it. It's sorry to say this, but they're more on top than the United States. And I'm sorry to say that, but out there, everywhere you go, they even got sanitizer pads where you step in your feet and you wipe your feet, then you dry them. Everywhere you go, they give you sanitizer, they give you a mask, even if you already have one. They're really on top over there. Fighters, before they fight, they need to get COVID checked 24 hours before they step on the ring. If they, if they are negative, they are allowed to fight. They're also gonna have another COVID test before they come to United States. So they get a COVID test pre and after they leave Mexico. When they come into Mexico and when they leave Mexico. Now, by law, by state laws here in New England, if you are traveling out of the state, if it's not New England anymore, because I guess all New England is open, we don't have to get checked. But if you leave out of the country, you also have to get COVID check or get 2 weeks on your house, getting quarantined. But my nose hurts a lot from getting COVID tests so many times,
Yeah.
basically once every other week. And we just follow our protocols 100%. I gym, it's always sanitized. We even got one of those sanitizing machines.
Yeah.
We on top of everything when it comes to our COVID-19 protocols because, we got a lot of kids in this gym. We have over 90 boxing members in this gym. That's a lot. We grew from 60 to 90. And we have too many fighters that we have to watch their safety. I can have one guy sick because if you have one person coming here sick, it's like a domino effect. Everybody will get sick. And thanks to God, knock on wood, we haven't got anybody sick. Everybody been, negative, staying strong and healthy, just how we want it to be.
Zach, can you talk a little about the bare knuckles that you're about to get into? Can you talk about that? Have you done bare knuckle fighting before? Will this be kind of like your first time participating in a bare knuckle matchup?
Particularly participating in a sanctioned bare knuckle matchup, this would be my first time. I've probably been in 300 to 400 street fights.
Yeah.
Before I got into boxing, just in my youth. And now that it's sanctioned, it's something that I'm particularly interested in because I think I can excel to the top level. Like I would fight anybody in their heavyweight division, and they know that. We've been in contact with the matchmaker, Mr. Nate Shook, and that's been a good experience. I know he's got his hands full as they got a fight going on right now, pay-per-view in Biloxi, Mississippi. It's BKFC 16, I believe, coming up. So that's a huge pay-per-view with like guys on it that I don't know personally. I know a couple guys on the roster that I sparred with and stuff, but we're just doing everything we can to get into one of the big pay-per-views and or on the Toe the Line series. They have a couple different series, but mainly we've been in discussion with them, and hopefully it'll be a big opportunity coming through soon for BKFC.
Yeah, you just talked about that you've been in some you've already had a experience with fighting bare knuckles. Just how excited are you just to just test out your skills on this level with it, as far as being sanctioned and all that?
I mean, it's just another day in the shoes of a fighter. Alex prepares us for whatever. I mean, whatever they throw at me, I've already seen it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that's gonna, in the terms of butterfly department, that doesn't exist. When I go to war, that's what I do. I go in there to hurt somebody. Yeah, definitely. And that's boxing. That's the cold hard fact behind it. If you don't train hard and you don't go in there with the bad intentions, you could get seriously hurt or killed. Yeah. And that's something that every fighter accepts, that nobody remembers from outside. Like, that's a common forgotten fact, that it's life or death. You're in there. The goal of boxing is to put the other guy away. That's it. There's no other goal. You're not in there dancing or singing. I'm not in there to do that. I'm not going to play around with anyone.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Alex, before we get up out of here, just please talk to me about March 13th. Talk to me about that date, March 13th. You just tell the people about March 13th.
March 13th. Well, I think you got the date wrong.
Do I got the date wrong? It's not March 13th.
it's March 6th for Florida.
Oh,
And then we got March 20. Then we got March 23rd
23rd.
for 23rd.
I thought it was the
We got March
13th.
23rd. Now we got March 6th
Okay.
and
It's
March
next
23rd.
Thursday. It's next.
Yeah,
It's
Thursday.
this Thursday. I'm fighting in Florida.
Yeah. This
Okay.
Thursday we got this Thursday we got Zach, we have Augustine, and we also have Ignacio fighting. We got 3 great fighters fighting. Those are 3 these are 3 national fighters. You have Zach, who was ranked a couple years ago in amateur. He was ranked number, what was it, number 9, 8?
12.
12 in the world, in the nation. Ignacio, he was part of the Olympic team for Rio. Over 300 amateur fights. Then we have Augustine, another great fighter as well, that been in the amateur ranking for a long time, and now he's a pro and he is doing his thing as well. I'm really proud of these 3 fighters going into this Thursday into Florida, and there's going to be a lot of fireworks and a lot of great fights. And now for our other event on the 24th, that's going to be in Mexico, in Tijuana, and that's another great event where we're going to have like 8 New England fighters coming to fight against Mexico. We fought last month where I brought 8 fighters from New England, and out of the 8, 7 won, and that's a great turnaround. I'm really proud of that. Now we're going again, Team New England, to go down there to go against Mexico. So it's going to be USA versus Mexico again on March 24th. We have pay-per-view for that as well. If you guys want to follow any of our guys or any of our fighters or any of our events, just go to our website at www.privatejewelsfitness.com. Once again, www.privatejewelsfitness.com, and you can see all information, all our fights, even videos of certain fighters that you want to follow. There'll be everything in there.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
It's March 23rd, not March 13th. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, Alex and Zach, once again, thank you as always for coming on. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys check them out. Check out Private Jewels Fitness. It's over there by Summer Street. So make sure you
Send the
725
fights.
Summer
Send the
Street.
fights. Send the fights.
make sure you check it out. Support them. You guys have been watching Athletes Corner. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.
Send the fights.